My bed's not even made. Oh my god. So what have I been doing in the last 6 months, you might ask, other than not making YouTube videos? I made a TV show. I am a media and television major, and my final thesis is to make a TV pilot, so that's what I've been working on in the last year. I made a bunch of videos over the last 6 months, and I just have not been happy with any of them. I think my biggest fault when I'm creating anything is that I worry about what other people think about it. I'm trying to get rid of that idea that I have to create for other people and that I can just be happy with what I create regardless if it is shitty or good, because any content, whether it is good or bad, will always lead you to better content. So that's what my philosophy is for 2021. With that being said, that whole little ramble, I'm editing a video for my friends Chris and Chad, who have just started their YouTube channel. You guys may know Chad as the tall tailor. He was the one in my sewing video, and Chris is one of my friends that I met my first art show, and he was one of the artists featured in that art show with me. So I get to creatively collab with them today, which is really exciting, and I get to edit one of their videos. So I've learned all of my editing on YouTube. So if you ever decide to become an editor, don't bother going to school for it, because you can learn everything you need to know on YouTube. Do you hear that? It's the thousands of dollars I've spent in school trying to learn how to be better at media and television, and just learning everything I know on YouTube. I'm gonna take you guys through like my workflow and how I edit things and what I use and the techniques that I've learned on my own and on YouTube, and maybe something that I've learned in school, couldn't tell you. So hopefully this is helpful to some people. Otherwise, I hope it's entertaining if it doesn't help you at all. Let's get into this video. I'm editing this video like, bitch, do you ever take a breath? I use Premiere because that's the program that I had when I used to work as a video editor, and now I use it at school, and now I'm gonna use it here. What I've learned in school, I guess is the one thing that I've learned, is that you should always have your footage in at least 2 places, like saved into 2 places. So I'm gonna make a folder for videos and then typically you would do one for audio. I actually lied and I ended up making 5 folders. I have 1 folder for assets, audio, graphics, videos, and working files, and then you'll see them throughout this video, but I don't ever explain it. I don't ever explain that I made all these folders. So and then that'll open up my workspace. So I'm gonna take these videos that are in, not my Harry Styles manipulation. Look how great that looks. Looks like I know Harry Styles. Okay, what am I doing?
What are we doing?
But I'm just gonna drop and drag, or drag and drop into my media. Will it let me? There we are. Oh God, super yellow, so we'll have to color grade that. So I'm gonna have to watch all of the footage first, and then yeah. So let's go watch all of the footage. We froze. It died! What the f? My laptop died. My laptop just restarted. That has never happened. What the f? So everything was deleted. Good thing we were just at the beginning, so that's not bad. I'll go through a first run of all the videos, and I will watch literally everything and then pull the selects that I like and then move them into the draft to edit. So let's just go watch everything first.
Fair amount you've seen.
Hold on. I have the shoes everyone hates. How much you want to bet that they're gonna mention these stupid fucking shoes that I get bullied for wearing?
There's always do's and don'ts, like if I ever catch you wearing some feelers around me, dog, like, yo.
Now that I kind of get a gist of what it looks like and what they sound like, I'm gonna have to add in a couple of things. Breaks for each trend. I'm also gonna add some kind of like meme-ish things. As I'm editing, I'm thinking of where I can add those things so that when I go into the draft, there's a better flow of each of the topics. So Chris here is transitioning into another topic. Let's make it yellow. It took me about an hour to color code each of their segments, and then now I'm just gonna watch each of their segments again and pick out the selects which I think would be best used in the video. I'm gonna try to keep everything to about a minute-ish long. it's been about 2 hours and I have about 3 more sections to go. You can see like there's a bunch of cuts in this one here. And then here you can see in my selects, like these are the stuff that I wanted. I'm gonna take those sections and then put them into our draft and then see how that looks. A lot has changed. Let me walk you through it. Yesterday, I kind of worked on the flow, the story. This is where like the storytelling aspect of editing comes in, which I really enjoy because you really get to set up a story and like make a narrative. So basically the way that I do everything is, as I showed you, I watch everything, choose the selects, make a draft, and then when I go into the draft, I kind of edit out the dead air or move things around to make a more cohesive story. So let me show you guys what the video looks like currently. If we start at the beginning, we started our intro, the beginning of our video. For YouTube videos, it's imperative that for the first 10 seconds, you really grab the attention of your viewer. So for this one, I really wanted to make it amusing and funny and kind of give you an idea of their personality.
Spend New Year's is how you're gonna spend the rest of your year.
To be honest, I think I might.
I stayed at home last New Year's. That's fucked. I did it to all of us.
It was you, bro. You did this.
For this video, I had like a funny, quirky thing at the beginning, and then I also did the same thing at the end. They're doing their outro, they cut off the camera, the video cuts.
I've never seen a guy with OnlyFans.
Really?
In front, yeah.
And then it cuts there. So typically for that last part, that's when they're gonna have like their subscribe button or like a previous video button that viewers can go to. It worked out really well for this type of video because they were going into topics, so I was able to do like dividers in between each of their topics. We know from the previous days that I color coded them, so I can see exactly where the first topic begins and where it ends. The color coding really makes it easy for you to see those things when you are on like this big timeline here. So their first topic here is dad shoes. And then this is kind of what all the intros look like. For consistency, they all pretty much look like this. In addition to topic dividers that help basically create kind of like the structure for your video, I also like to add like additional graphics or videos or memes. I just put those into the video to like add a little bit more dimension. That's what I think about when I'm editing, is where can I add a photo, where can I add a video, where can I add a meme, where can I add text. So there's one part here where they're having a conversation and they're like flaming dad shoes.
Shoulder fire, bro. I love them.
Yeah, see, I don't agree. Yeah, like
bro.
I'm just like
blue and white check.
It kind of just emphasizes how different they are and on opposite sides that they are of their opinions. What I also like about text is that sometimes it adds thought bubbles, basically. So it'll be like what the other person is actually thinking versus what they're saying. So the final thing that I do for videos like these is I change the size of the video. When I pull out or make the video smaller, so it's like in a frame, I emphasize a break or a tangent in the conversation. What I think a pull-in does is to pull focus and make an emphasis. This is one that has both. It goes from a push in to a pull out. First, we're emphasizing that Chad has like this discerning look on his face, and that, oh my god, nice. And then we take it to a pull out, which emphasizes that there's a disconnect in the conversation. I think it's a good way to keep your viewers still engaged, especially because this video is very static. It's one camera, straight on, it's just them talking. So adding that kind of dynamic element is really, really important in videos like these. Maybe I am learning something in school. I wouldn't count on it though. So I'm gonna go ahead and fix the audio because it is definitely peaking. So when you hit the red, it means that you're peaking. For most audio, I think the perfect range, I think, I can't remember, but it's somewhere between like -24 and -12 hertz. The one thing I didn't talk about is how I get music. I think I filmed this yesterday. I know Chad is a fan of like Lil Uzi, Playboi Carti, so he's like into like that rap trap genre. I just go to YouTube and I search like Playboi Carti type beats free. So yeah, that's how I do audio. For color grading, I'm not even gonna get into it because I truthfully am not very good at it. That one I don't even really like. Oh yeah, that's grainy as f. Can't tell if I like it. Honestly, it's not that bad. I feel like that the kombucha girl. Let me actually get their opinions. Let me see. I did all that extra color grading just for Chad to tell me that he liked the other one better, so. So that's a video. That's essentially how I edit my YouTube videos. I also got Chad's reaction to the final video, so what that one looks like, so.
All right, so I first want to just say that I didn't understand when Jillian said the video's not ready yet. It needs to cook a little bit more. I need to color grade it. Now I see the final product looks 10 times better. She added an intro to our channel too. This is a new channel, you know what I mean? We're sort of ironing out all the kinks, but this intro looks fire. I like those little cuts in between, like when you take the video and you put like you shrink it down. These little oh geez, my screen is really dirty. I like that too. The intro cards, I think. I had an image in my mind of what it was gonna be. We've been talking about you editing a video for my channel for a while. I'm like, yeah, you know what? It's gonna be good, obviously, but I didn't think it was gonna be like this captivating. Like the first time I saw the first 10 seconds of the video, I was instantly hooked and interested in the video. Thank you again, Jillian. This looks phenomenal. Yeah.
I really do enjoy editing videos. It is one of my favorite pastimes. I think it's why I always end up going back to YouTube, because I just love editing videos. And I think it's what's really gotten me through the last 4 years of school. So thank you guys for watching if you do watch my videos. If this is your first time watching my video, what's up? But if you've come back multiple times, you're likely one of my friends, so thank you. So if you like this video, make sure to give it a like, and if you super like this video, make sure to subscribe, please. I'll see you guys on another Sunday. Bye. Yeah, that's good.